Taylor Bisciotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. At 4-12, the Patriots host the Jets in their final regular season game of the 2023 season, and the uncertainty surrounding head coach Bill Belichick's future with the team is front and center. Belichick addressed the matter during his weekly appearance on WEEI radio, saying, quote, "I'm committed to the team that I'm coaching right now, the players that are here. They deserve my best every day, and that's what I'm going to give them. Just working on the Jets." Meantime, the Jets and running back Dalvin Cook mutually agreed to part ways Tuesday, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. The four-time Pro Bowler had just 67 carries for 214 yards this season after signing a one-year deal just 6 months ago. Pelissero also adding the move will provide Cook the opportunity to play for a playoff team. And the Cowboys are reuniting with offensive tackle Lyle Collins, signing the veteran to their practice squad. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. I checked my brand new calendar. Yeah, Mike McIlvaney gave me a brand new calendar, Gene.
Mm-hmm.
It's got classic cars on it.
Well, that's a classic,
yes.
Classical gas.
Yeah, a classic from a classic guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, it is the 3rd day of January, 2024. It happens to be a Wednesday if you're keeping score.
Okay.
Okie
I'll check
dokie.
that off. Probably ought to do that.
Yes. And I don't know if you heard, but one Powerball ticket was sold in Michigan with the winning combination of numbers to win a $700 million plus lottery jackpot. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Having grown up in Michigan, that's probably about enough to buy the entire city of Detroit and have some money left over. Yeah.
Popular place, huh?
Yes. Oh, well.
Detroit.
Yeah. Nice place to pass through on your way to somewhere else.
Not visit, but just pass through.
It used to be a nice place to visit, but times have changed. Okay. Anyway, birthdays, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, big shot birthdays. Actor Dabney Coleman is 92. Singer, songwriter Van Dyke Parks, 81. Stephen Stills, 79. Bass player John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin, 78. Actor Victoria Principal is 74. Actor Mel Gibson, 68. Actor Shannon Sturgis, 56. Actor Jason Marsden, 49. Actor Danica McKellar is 49. Actor Nicholas Gonzalez, 48. Actor Kate Levering, 45. And actor Nicole Beharie is 39. Actor Florence Pugh is 28. Got some local birthdays coming up, so get ready.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Let's say happy birthday to Miguel Angel Madrigal, Andrew Madrid, Darlena Gray, Liam Daniel Castellanos, Bobby Doobie, Art Navarro, Bill Reed, Cindy Whitman, Danny Valadez, Francisco Becerra, Gabby Murgia, Maria Ontiveros, George Scott, Julia De La Torre, Myrna Moore, Steve Lee. Happy birthday from KXO.
So that Richard Doobie, was that a doobie-doobie-doo?
Doobie-doobie-doo,
Yeah,
yes.
from Old Blue Eyes.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if you noticed, if you were paying attention, on their New Year's Eve broadcast, CNN anchors were drinking on air again. Yeah, last year the network banned alcohol. This time, however, the anchors were back to getting sauced. Well, apparently the CNN excessive drinking policy was changed after they saw their recent TV ratings. Me, I'll sit here and just
Drown your
my
sorrows.
coffee. Yes.
Drown your sorrows.
Yes.
Yeah.
KXO policy permits
Yeah.
the coffee.
Probably grabbed whatever it was they were drinking that stuff out of and said, "Here, let me help you."
Yes. Okay. Anyway, I think I mentioned in California, police officers may no longer ask a specific question during a traffic stop in California. Did you hear about this?
I did.
The new law prohibits officers from asking, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I got a beer in my hand. I swerved through 3 lanes. I was speeding. And, well, no, they can't ask that question anymore.
Honestly, I thought that was a long time ago that you could no longer ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know why I pulled you over? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if you can say that with a straight face, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going to happen. You know that.
Oh, yes.
Somebody's going to catch somebody off guard, and
Yeah.
they're going to say that, and they're going to have a good laugh.
Yes. Typically, the first question is, do you know where the nearest Dunkin' is?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, we've got news and stuff.
We certainly do.
So let's get started with the stuff.
Okay.
Like
now.
Right now, World in California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Special Report. That's how it sounded at a cemetery in Iran after a pair of explosions went off at a memorial service honoring a top general killed by the U.S. 4 years ago. Over 100 are dead, more than 100 injured. BBC correspondent Caroline Hawley.
An initial report suggested that gas canisters had exploded on the road leading to the cemetery where he's buried. But state media is now calling this a grave terrorist attack. It comes at a time of heightened tension across the Middle East.
Thousands were gathered at that ceremony. Middle East expert Aaron David Miller.
I think Qasem Soleimani was perceived to be such a central and heroic figure in terms of Iran's perceptions, and so vital to the Iranian revolution's efforts to project its power abroad, that I'm sure the regime is encouraged as large a turnout as possible.
CBS News Special Report. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Wet weather drenching much of the state today. Up to an inch of rain could fall in the Sacramento region tonight.
As far as the foothills, we're looking at 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain, and that's storm total through Wednesday evening.
Katrina Hand with the Weather Service. Heavy rain also falling in the Southern California valleys, snow falling in the mountains. Lower than expected snow levels in the first snow survey of the season. Survey manager Sean de Guzman saying the start of this water year has been dry despite the recent December storms.
We recorded a snow depth of 7.5 inches and a snow water content of 3 inches. That results in 30% of average to date.
Officials crediting a series of atmospheric river storms for one of the largest snowpacks on record, but say this water year has been dry so far. Breaking developments in the killing of an undercover Oakland police officer. Several people believed to be involved are now behind bars, arrested over the weekend. Police Officers Association confirming U.S. Marshals arrested a key suspect in the case yesterday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Yeah, your air conditioner is probably your heater as well. And looking at the extended forecast, you might want to make sure that your heater is working. Give them a call, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is Mary Stoddard. Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now there are medicines that can treat COVID whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Well, it is page 1 of the local news. It's a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And, of course, they have mobile vans that come to you.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, a man was shot late Tuesday night. Carroll Buckley filed the story. El Centro Police on patrol near Buckland Park. They were located there about 9:50 p.m., heard someone yelling for help. Officers were able to locate a man near 8th and Desert Gardens with a gunshot wound. The victim told officers that he was shot by a man about 5'7" tall, medium built, wearing a yellow hoodie, jacket and black pants, and riding a skateboard. The suspect was last seen southbound on 8th Street. The victim was taken to El Centro Regional Medical Center and then flown by Mercy Air to the Desert Regional Medical Center for treatment of a gunshot wound to his right buttocks. Police are looking for video surveillance from residences in the area. Human Trafficking Awareness Month is sponsored by Womanhaven, and it's coming up. Here's more on that story.
January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Human Trafficking Awareness Day is January 11th. On that day, residents are asked to wear blue to raise awareness, take a picture, and share it on social media and tag Womanhaven. Worldwide, it is estimated that over 40 million people are held as slaves, women, girls, men, and boys, through sex and labor trafficking practices. They say every day vulnerable people are trafficked, people looking for a way out of desperate situations, willing to take hold of any opportunity offered, even if it seems too good to be true. Learn more at womanhaven.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:42.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Imperial Valley Desert Museum is planning a hike. It will be held Saturday. Imperial Valley Desert Museum lowlanders will walk the shoreline at the Sunny Bono Salton Sea National Wildlife Refuge. Rock Hill Trail. Hikers will learn about the Imperial Valley volcano and how the Salton Sea was created. The hike will start at 8 a.m. on Saturday, January the 13th, at the Sunny Bono Visitor Center on West Sinclair Road in Calipatria. The 2024 Salton Sea Bird Festival will also be held that day at the Visitor Center from 7 a.m. till sunset. Well, new health care coverage has started. Community Health Plan of Imperial Valley will provide health care coverage to Medi-Cal members. Medi-Cal employees formerly served by the California Health and Wellness Molina Healthcare will now be covered by the CHPIV. The Community Health Plan of Imperial Valley is an organization initiated by the Imperial Valley Local Health Authority. It was deemed important by the Imperial County Local Health Authority to have local ownership, governance, and oversight to represent local Medi-Cal enrollees. For more information regarding programs and benefits, go to benefitscal.com. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beers, serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour from 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Well, some information that will please you, I think, that comes along with the new year. And they're called the Blue Angels. Here's more on that story.
The Naval Flight Demonstration Squadron will fly into the Naval Air Facility El Centro tomorrow. They are expected to arrive at around 2 in the afternoon. Blue Angels will begin their winter training for the 2024 show season. Approximately 90-day training period is expected to wrap up with the traditional air show at the base. Blue Angels are based out of Pensacola, Florida, and have trained at NAF El Centro for over 50 years. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Lifestream will hold a blood drive on January 11th. The blood drive will be held at El Centro Regional Medical Center. Donors will receive a free Give Where You Live t-shirt. They will also receive a mini physical that includes blood pressure readings, pulse readings, cholesterol levels, iron levels, and temperature. The results will be posted on the donor's private online portal. Appointments are accepted at 1-800-879-4484 or lifestream.org. But walk-ins, they're welcome. In other local news this morning, scoping comment period has been extended for the Lithium Valley Specific Plan and Programmatic Impact Report. The comment period deadline is now February the 20th of this year. They are looking for written comments on the environmental document and content offered thus far. The document can be found at the website imperialcounty.org. Information on submitting the written comments can be found at the website. And a free book fair is coming your way at Rio Bend RV Parks. It's their first blood drive. It'll be free to attend. It'll be held at Saturday. That's Saturday, January the 13th. It's open to residents, guests, winter visitors, and the general public. All ages are welcome. There will be works from several genres, fiction, nonfiction, comics, poetry, memoir, military, naval history, and more. Authors will be on hand to discuss their published works and sign books. The event will be held from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the Rio Bend Cafe. That's 1598 Drew Road. About 15 local authors are expected to attend. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, the first of two weather systems will move across the valley today and tonight, bringing a brief period of light showers. Temperatures will also cool off starting Thursday, resulting in below normal temperatures and highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A second and even colder weather system is then expected for Sunday, bringing additional light rain to portions of the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Look for snow in the higher elevations. Overnight freezing temperatures are likely for a good portion of the lower desert areas early next week. 70, the high in the valley yesterday, 41, our overnight low. Today, mostly cloudy to begin, then gradual clearing during the afternoon. Look for a high near 65. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. We have a 20% chance of precipitation between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tonight will be clear with a low around 43. West wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Thursday, sunny with a high near 68. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. 48 degrees, 71% relative humidity, wind out of the south 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
New year, new you. Making some resolutions for the new year? Grocery Outlet has you covered. If it's eating healthier, check out our fresh produce, our fresh meat section, and our wonderful nosh section for amazing savings. Maybe your resolution is staying on a budget. Your neighborhood Grocery Outlet is the destination to save on food, everyday items, and to find many great deals on all kinds of products. Whether it's eating better or saving more, Grocery Outlet's got you covered in 2024.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, 76ers ripped the Bulls 110-97. Grizzlies growled, they topped the Spurs 106-98. It was the Pelicans flying over the Nets, 112-85. Thunder topped the Celtics, 127-123. Warriors whipped the Magic, 121-115. And the Hornets got by the Kings, 111-104. Well, the Grambling women's basketball team ushered in the new year with a performance against the College of Biblical Studies. Yeah, that's like the Little Sisters of the Poor. Anyway, the Lady Tigers from Grambling, they beat the College of Biblical Studies 159-18.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper was fined $300,000 by the NFL for what the league called his unacceptable conduct during Sunday's 26-0 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tepper was caught on video throwing a drink in the direction of Jaguars fans from his open-air suite at Jacksonville's Everbank Stadium. And in a video distributed yesterday, the NFL reminded its teams that players bear the burden of ensuring they have properly reported as eligible receivers, a clear response to last weekend's chaotic finish in the Dallas Cowboys' 2019 victory over the Detroit Lions. And Dalvin Cook's disappointing season with the New York Jets came to a premature end yesterday. The four-time Pro Bowl running back was waived with one game remaining, according to sources. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. For more information about Pioneers, visit them on the web, pmhd.org.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
It's financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Ford is recalling nearly 113,000 F-150 pickup trucks because of a rear axle hub bolt that can be a roll-away risk if it's damaged. The alert is for F-150 vehicles, model years 2021 through 2023, that are equipped with their Trailer Tow Max Duty package. Well, Mickey Mouse has landed a new role, horror movie villain. Well, at least two films starring an early version of Walt Disney Company's famous mascot were announced this week, as the copyright for Disney's 1928 animated short film Steamboat Willie entered the public domain for the first time. A teaser trailer for Mickey's Mousetrap, a live-action film. Yes, I can hardly wait. Yeah. Okay. Whatever sells tickets. And the U.S. government's debt has topped $34 trillion for the first time, just weeks ahead of deadlines for Congress to agree on new federal funding plans. Data published by the Treasury Department showed that total public debt outstanding rose to $34 trillion on December 29th. That figure, also known as the national debt, is the total amount of outstanding borrowing by the U.S. federal government accumulated over the nation's history. The milestone comes just 3 months after the U.S. national debt surpassed $33 trillion as the budget deficit, the difference between what the government spends and what it receives in taxes, ballooned. Now, the market's showing red right now. The Dow off 278 points. The S&P 500 down 34. And the NASDAQ off 130 points. Gold is down $31.90 an ounce. Oil is up $2.24 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will start today mostly cloudy, then gradual clearing this afternoon. Look for a high near 65, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. There is about a 20% chance of precipitation between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tonight will be clear. A low around 43, west wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 68, west wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 49 degrees, 71% relative humidity, wind out of the south 5 to 7. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
The best. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. The death toll tops 100 in Iran as explosions rocked an event to honor an elite general who died in a 2020 U.S. airstrike. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Thousands were gathering for a ceremony remembering Qasem Soleimani when 2 explosions rang out. Soleimani was killed in a U.S. airstrike in Baghdad 4 years ago, and it isn't clear who would have targeted today's ceremony. Aaron David Miller of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace.
As of now, it's simply impossible to identify why was this done and for what reasons.
It comes as the international community worries about a widening conflict in the Middle East because of the Israel-Hamas war.
In that war, CBS's Ian Lee says the killing of a prominent Hamas figure could spark a backlash.
Protests erupted behind me in the occupied West Bank city of Ramallah after last night's assassination of a senior Hamas leader in Lebanon, an attack that threatens to further inflame the region.
Here at home, some top Republicans are getting a first-hand look at the situation at the southern border. CBS's Margaret Brennan is in southern Texas.
Speaker Johnson will be down here at Eagle Pass along with around 50 or so Republican lawmakers. Johnson has said Republicans want to consider first the issue of border security before they take on that request for aid to Ukraine. But the officials here on the ground tell us they need funding and they need more authorities.
11 small cities in Iowa and Illinois will take a new census this year. They've all seen a population boost since the 2020 count. It could be missing out on additional state and federal money. On the Health Watch, CBS News contributor Dr. Celine Gounder is keeping tabs on illnesses and hospitalizations after the holidays.
We are seeing flu rates spiking right now. COVID is also on the rise. We're seeing emergency departments seeing more and more patients with COVID. We've had over 10,000 people across the U.S. die from COVID since November. So this is definitely not gone.
A major storm system rolling cross country is going to affect millions of people as the week goes on with rain or snow. Odyssey, New York meteorologist Craig Allen says it will culminate with a weekend mess in the east.
Most weather maps are indicating that this will turn into a rather intense storm system, and there will be rain and snow, heavy at times, moving on up 95 from the D.C. area right through Philadelphia to New York City. Once it gets into New England, it could be a very heavy snowfall in excess of half a foot.
Well, temperatures have fallen below minus 46 Fahrenheit in northernmost Sweden for a second straight day. Wall Street, the Dow is down 238 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
As the world keeps changing, so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn more about a COVID-19 vaccine option at schedulecovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan today for the tools and tips you need to protect that legacy. That's ready.gov/plan. A message brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
There's new information on that fiery airport collision in Japan.
Investigators looking into why Japan Airlines Flight 516 collided with a small Coast Guard plane released communications records showing that in the final minutes before the accident, Flight 516 received and confirmed permission to enter the runway. The Coast Guard pilot said he had also received runway clearance, but communications data show that he was instructed instead to hold short or to stop before moving into the runway. Lucy Kraft, CBS News, Hitachi Ota City, Japan.
Late-night host Jimmy Kimmel is threatening to take legal action against injured NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers. On the Pat McAfee show, Rodgers suggested Kimmel's name will be on the Jeffrey Epstein list that's about to come out. Kimmel insists he never had any contact with Epstein. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.